their face or voice done, please mute.
I'll text you later, Mir. All right, we live? We're live. All right. Beanie blessings, everyone. Welcome to Deadpan Tuesdays with me, Deadpan Lizzie, the Beanie God. This is being recorded live on Facebook, so if you don't want to be seen or heard, please mute your mic and turn off your camera. And please unmute yourself if you do perform, and mute again out of consideration for the fellow artists when they are performing. This mic is for all mediums of art. For those who don't know me, I'm an author, spoken word poet, and artist. Couple ground rules: no hate speech. If I hear any of that tonight, you get the boot, no questions asked. This is a safe space for all artists and beanies. And like me, many of us have parallel careers, and we're here to just unwind after a long day's work. So please leave the crappy attitudes and beef behind before entering the space, unless it's beyond me. I'm a vegan, I will gobble that up. All right, each artist has 4 to 5 minutes to share. If you'd like to perform and you haven't already told me, DM me and I'll add you to our list, and I'll announce who's on deck. Just a couple promotional things for Word is Right, who hosts this platform. Quick Talks, Marissa? How do you pronounce my Duke's thing? Quick Talks?
Quixotic Queers.
Oh, Quixotic Queers open mics with Ma Dukes is second and fourth Tuesday of the month. Every first Saturday of the month, we have our Cash Slam series. The first one is New Year's Day. Cafe Generalissimo with Brian Franco every other Monday, as well as Moist Mondays with Poet Con and Marissa. Wednesdays, the third and third Wednesday of the month, we have Poetry Time with Nick Logos. And on the second and fourth Wednesdays, there are writing workshops with Mark Thompson. Tomorrow night, he's doing a Christmas movie prompt. So if you attend, you'll be working on writing your own Christmas film and holiday film. So that sounds very fun. Freestyle Fridays with Queen Ray Jane, always last Friday of the month here on Word is Right. New Year's Eve, we're going to do a Zoom party, and the hosts in each time zone will do the countdown for the ball. Ron and I are going to do New York City. Marissa will do Mountain Time. Another one will do Pacific Standard.
Shaman is doing Central.
And Sirocco is going to do...
Poet Con's going to do Mountain Standard Time with me too.
Oh, that's awesome. And that's a good segue because Sirocco hosts his own music open mic on Sundays, so check that out. And of course, every Saturday night, Marissa hosts just a general open mic. We also want to welcome Sarah Bell Mental to the Word is Right team. She's going to be hosting her own workshop soon. So congrats, Sarah. We're very excited to have you a part of the team. Also, if you haven't yet, check out Red or Green Books, which is Marissa Prada's publishing house. She's a Jill of all trades, uplifting our communities and getting our work out there. And we are grateful for you and Red or Green Books and the Word is Right and everything you do. So thank you, Marissa. We love you immensely. All right, so we get this puppy started. I got my list and I'll also drop it in the chat. Got an intimate group, but if you're watching on Facebook and you want to join, Zoom link is there, so please come in if you want to read, or if you just want to hang out in the Zoom room or on Facebook, that's fine. So to kick us off tonight, the girl keeping Giorno and Rhino King Company on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, my sister Miro, author of Ebb and Flow.
Yay, thank you. Just want to say thanks to Lizzie for letting me stay in her apartment, because she's fucking generous this way. So I have a few pieces. They're a little bit older. And I was working on something earlier today that I think is going somewhere, but I'm not quite sure. So I'll read what I have. But anyway, so I'll start with this first piece called Note to Self. I miss those red rocks too, that vast expanse just touching infinity, scorched clean under deep blue skies, inspiring that sense of what could be. Come, cactus flower, listen for the wisdom in coyotes howl, move when it's right like the cougar, send gratitude when blessed with that rare shower. I know the impatience of lying in wait, and while it's good to try, remember that canyons are not carved overnight. It's okay to take a break. And this one I wrote on my way home from Thanksgiving. It's not titled though. Ahem. A novice trumpeter looking for a place to practice boards a lonely late-night F train, blows a few notes, and plays Winter Wonderland. I take out my earbuds to listen, trailing my fingers over the run in my stocking, these familiar notes reviving the warmth of the meal I just had and the good company I'm leaving behind as we, the trumpet and I, barrel on towards Manhattan. And this, I started writing this today. I've been at a bit of a loss as to what to write. But this is totally not finished. So if you have any suggestions, by all means. Okay. This is called I Was Born 3 Weeks Late. I was born 3 weeks late. Maybe that's why I'm perpetually early to compensate for having made others wait. Or maybe it's why I find comfort in playing it safe. Who needs the world when you're holed up in certainty? Yet I fight my cautious instincts, perpetually choosing the hard things, wrapping my mind around masters and languages, or the things I know are wrong, like when Adrian opened his arms for me instead of keeping them wrapped around his wife, and I fall into the cycle of what have I done with my life, overwhelmed by the chorus of nothing that I blame for my eternal hunch, though my ever-loving gut that of late I have not been feeding well overrides the spiral to tell me I'm wrong. And with love, those closest implement the Ludovico technique so that I may learn I am not my fuck-ups. But it's not done. But there you go. This is
That was
like
awesome.
fresh shit from today.
Fresh shit by Miro, and I loved
That was
all three of
awesome, Miro.
those.
We
Thank
love
you.
some fresh shit from today.
Thank
Hey,
you.
you know, it's finished for now, and if you want to go back and continue to work on it, you will. That's what I say. I say, you know, art is never finished. Poetry is never finished. We're just always content of where we left off. Because I'll go back, especially with editing my book, you know, and look at poems from like 5 years ago, and I'm like, well, I could add to it, but at that time, I was just content with it. But I loved all three of those. Thank you for being here and sharing. You can find her at Miro Reads Books on Instagram, but she should really call herself Miro Writes Books.
Maybe with my second book, I will change it.
Oh, you got it. All right. Well, Miro Reads Books for now on IG. She's the author of the incredible book, Ebb and Flow. If you haven't gotten it, please do. It's such a beautiful book. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for spending some time with us. I love you, Miro. All right. Up next, what?
I
Were you
said
saying
love
something?
you too. I said love you too.
Oh, I love you too. Sorry. All right. Keeping Rexy and Giorno company on the Upper East Side. All right. Next we got my dear friend Ron Mark Thompson. And on deck we got Christy. How are you, Ron?
I'm doing okay. And by the way, I don't know if Muriel told you, but I got an invite for, I think she has like a party, 20 people in your apartment later tonight. You know, I don't know if I should go.
COVID
I'm
party,
kidding.
go for it. I will not be in attendance.
I'm kidding. Miro is such a great house guest. Thank you so much, Deadpan, for the shout out for Wednesday, my writing workshop tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to us on New Year's Eve. You know, as you know, I was supposed to be the assistant producer at the New Rican Poets Cafe, but they're not doing it. So I'm out of a job. But luckily, Marissa and you got me to help you out. So I'm going to imagine you and I will be the Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen, you know, or Ryan Seacrest
I love that because I love watching
New
them.
Year's Eve, you know.
I love that because I love watching them
I
on
know,
New Year's.
so
I've met Andy Cohen. He's very, very sweet man.
Oh, nice, wonderful,
Yeah.
cool.
I remember when
Like,
he adopted
well-
his son. Remember that? And it was like the most moving,
Well, he
most
didn't-
wonderful thing.
He didn't adopt him. That's his child.
Oh, it's his biological son?
Yeah, he is an egg. Like
That
that's
is
his
so
sperm. Like that.
cool.
Yeah, it's his sperm that they. I don't know where he got the egg from. That
Just
says
remember
business.
all of a sudden he said, I'm a dad. I'm a
No,
dad.
So
And
Andy
then he had a
Cohen.
baby.
Yeah, Andy Cohen is actually really good friends with my auntie Graciela. and my auntie Dre. So they're like best friends. So I've met him and we've gone to his show and I've been in the clubhouse, and I knew before he announced it on his show. So he, it's his sperm, it's his biological son, and then I don't know where he got the egg from in the surrogate. And then Anderson Cooper did the same thing. So Anderson Cooper's son is also his biological son. But I'll be Andy Cohen and you can be Anderson Cooper. And then we're
I
gonna have
love
fun on New
seeing
Year's Eve.
these guys fawn over their children. It is like the absolute most sweetest thing. I love it.
Yeah. Ben and what is Anderson Cooper's son name? It's something really waspy. I can't remember it.
It's
something
not
very
north
waspy.
or west like Kim Kardashian's.
No, it's
husband.
a name I'm from. I'll have to Google it, but it's because Anderson Cooper is waspy, so he chose like a waspy name for his son. But I know Andy Cohen's son is Ben Allen. That I do know. But yeah, so we'll be the Andes of New Year's Eve here on Zoom with the Word is Right. It's gonna be great. So Ron, what did you bring tonight to perform?
Well, I brought a short poem, so I'm here for support because I missed your launch 2 weeks ago because I was featuring in person and at another event in Manhattan. And today, as you know, I'm multitasking. I'm actually at another Zoom event. I thought I could multitask. I can't. It's getting me dizzy. So I'm going to drop off after this, but I'm here to show you support and to show you my beanie as well, the one that you say you like, So I wrote a very short, silly poem. You know my poetry, it's always silly, but it's the sentiment that counts. So here we go. It's getting cold outside, taking away our summer pride. Also, snow is about to arrive, bringing Santa along for the ride. This is the season to see beanies in every color: blue, yellow, green, white, and red. Some are thick, some are thin, but all will protect your head. Some beanies show fashion, some are short, some are long. They all beat the crazy winter weather for us to be strong. Most of us do not wear beanies in the summer, though we should do it. What a bummer. Deadpan Lizzie wears hers proudly. She is our beanie queen. Fortunately for us and her, beanie season is all year long. And that's it for me. So,
I loved it. Give it
That's
up
the
for Ron
biggest
Mark
smile
Thompson.
I've ever seen on Deadpan Lizzie's face. I love that.
That's because Marissa's never seen me after sex. I had to. I'm sorry. I had to. It's my mic. I'm gonna say it.
I love it. I love it.
But that
I
is
am
just
so-
the biggest smile I get when I am intimate with a woman as Ron Mark Thompson blessing the space with a beanie poem, which I love. And I loved every word of it. So thank you so much for wearing your beanie and for being here. I'll see you later on a different Zoom when we wrap up
Exactly.
here. But
Thank you, Deadpan. I'm proud of you. So glad you're with us at the Word is Right. Keep going. I really appreciate your everything that you do. And also Deadpan Lizzie, talking about what she does. She also hosted a workshop at Bronx Art and Fun Up, and we're having big plans for January. Nick, you and I hosting a workshop on how to host workshops. Details to follow. So
yeah,
thank you, Deadpan. I'll see you later.
Sweet.
Okay.
Love
Enjoy
you,
the rest
Ron.
of the night.
Love you.
Too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I Googled it because I was curious. Wyatt is Anderson Cooper's son name. I knew it was something kind of waspy. So Wyatt. Also, a special appearance by Winry of Massachusetts, who has also been in my apartment. She's really cute. She's really cute and snuggly and fun. Winry, the coolest pit bull in Massachusetts or in the world. I would just say the coolest pit bull in the world. Yeah.
She'll take that title and she'll run with it.
Winry, the coolest pit bull in the world. And if she wants to spit, she's more than welcome to, but I kind of get the feeling she doesn't want to. Anyway, thank you so much, Ron. I love that poem. Can you email me that poem? Do you mind? So I can cover it sometime. Oh, he might have not heard me, but I'll send him a DM. All right. Next up is Christy. And on deck, we got Marissa.
Hello.
Hi. You killed it, by the way, at Nuo the other night. I know you. It's hard. You guys can't hear us when we're inside the cafe, but we were all rooting for you and snapping, and it was one of our favorites of the night. So we were so happy that you were a part of Hybrid.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it was so cool, man. That was amazing. Every second of it. So, yes, thank you. That's cool to hear. Okay, so yeah, I'm just, feeling it with all of you guys. The world's a little, topsy-turvy, and when I get like that, I need to listen to Janice, and so this is Janice. The quaking of the moment that you hummed into my world as you ripped open the air, ripped open my heart, and bared a part of me I didn't know was there. As I was floating inside that dorm room, inside that place of possibilities and that place of vulnerabilities, your voice awakened me. As I came up for it, I came up for air, the air of you. As the notes broke me open, the strange sounds and the vibrations stole my ears, stole the stage, stole the momentum, the momentum of the moment, and the change of the from now on, the change of my view, of my music, of my life, as the notes danced inside me and the sounds opened wide of me, the vibrations seemed to remind me of something so forgotten and so remembered in the power of the voice and the vibration it holds and the magic that can happen. In a magical dorm room, to that 18-year-old Christy, that 1998-year-old Christy, she needed your cheap thrills and your little girl blue. She needed you in a way that seems so right now, but seemed so foreign then. Janice, your voice, it allowed me to lose my ball and chain, to lose the mask, to lose the hiding. A part of me was born to be heard, to be seen. You allow me to feel seen. The way your voice electrifies my world and lights up a piece of my heart. Hear me now when I cry, when you hold me in your arms and sing it once again. Take another piece of my heart, dear Janice. You are a part of my heart and my soul and my song, the song of us intertwined in the ethers, in the vibrations, in the music. I need you to come on. I need you to come on. Break another little piece of my heart. You know you got it. Take it. Have another little piece of my heart. Child, if it makes you feel good, then take it. Take another little piece of my heart, dear Janice. Thank you.
Oh my God. That was one tasty poem. Give it up for Christy, y'all.
Christy Scribbles, you guys! Oh my God, I'm
Sounds
so
really
excited
good,
to have
Christy.
met this poet. She's amazing. I just love her.
I can't wait to meet you, Christy. I'm so excited. And I love your beanie. So thank you for rocking a beanie. And she's rocking a beanie in her cover photo. That's awesome. Christy, thank you so much. I think they're honoring her at the Kennedy Center Honors, right? This year? Janice Joplin?
I do not know. I will check it out. That sounds amazing.
I think so. I think tomorrow, actually.
What?
I'm pretty sure. I'll Google it later too. But
Yeah, I love that. Thank you.
awesome. Where can the people find you online?
I am the Poetry Alchemist on Instagram. So that's where I'm
That's
at.
such an awesome handle.
Thank you.
God, it's so
And
much
I
cooler
love
than
to wear a beanie, man. I'm cozying up. I'm like, yeah, I need to go. Like, I need beanie on, poetry. I'm in.
I mean, that's music to my ears. That's awesome. Where are you again, Christy? Where in the United States?
Upstate New York. I'm by Lake Ontario for now.
Oh, okay, you're not too far.
Yeah, not too far. Like, we're probably like 4.5 hours.
Well, when you let Advocate know though, because he might if you can do the drive or take the train, maybe he'll add you to the in-person list for hybrid.
Yeah, definitely. I'm there sometimes. We have family. My husband's from Jersey, so I'm
Okay.
around in the area every once in a while. So I would
Well-
love to like come hang.
Well, if you're in Jersey, then you can carpool in with Nick and Abe and Paul, because they all live in New Jersey. So I'm sure they'd be happy to carpool. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Love the beanie, love the poem. Check out Janice Joplin at County Center Honors this year. That's tomorrow night. And up next is the queen of the Where Is Right and Red or Green books, Marissa Prada. And on deck, we got Gigi and Winry.
I don't want to be queen. Heavy is the head. The only head that should be heavy is the head that's going on between my legs, and that I don't want the crown. Nope. Nope.
You don't want the crown?
We are all no, fuck no. We are all just parts of something. It's not
All
no,
right.
don't give me it. But yes, so this is some new shit. I wrote this on Friday in a Guerrilla Poets workshop on grief with Cerebellum Mental. It's really heavy. It's titled The Grief in Me. WebMD says, give yourself time. Accept your feelings. Know that grieving is a process. Time. How much more time does he get? How much more time does he get to take? How much more time does he get to take that I will never get back? Talk to others. How can I do this when the others have become damaging trash compactors of my baggage and I am just the broken record in a generation that has never known vinyl? Take care of yourself. Does bed rest count? Does this include a red wine diet with jalapeno kettle chips while online buying stock in Kleenex? How many showers equal self-care? How many hours staring at the popcorn ceiling is too much? How many days of dirty clothes become disgusting, and how long is too long for these dirty dishes to sleep in the kitchen sink? Return to your hobbies. How can I return? How can I look back? How can I go back when he is everywhere, when he is in everything I love, we loved, he never loved? How can I go back when nowhere is safe now? Join a support group. Where is there a better support group than here? On paper. No longer lingering in the real world, but somewhere between ideation and rage, begging to write myself free since freedom is a fucking fallacy. Get therapy. Therapy is not free. He has left me enslaved to hate the rear view mirror, always reflecting the road behind me. Get on meds. That sounds better. Better yet, make me more of a zombie whore. The red wine life is just fine right now, unless there's some magic pill to make it all stop. I clicked, how do I release my grief? It said, allow yourself to cry until it is over and the wave ends. I will have drowned by then. See, it never, never, never ends. It is my constant, continual, confident companion that is grown into an appendage, the perfect sharp object to invite the impaling failure of moving it all, of moving on. And no one knows what the fuck they're talking about when they say they know how to treat grief the grief in me, the grief that grows like a crystal sodium science project. It covers everything inside and out of me. Nothing changes the past. Nothing changes the facts. Tears yield to no one, and I still believe in nothing anymore. Certainly not healing. Thank you.
It was very powerful, Marissa.
Thank you for sharing that, Marissa.
Thank you for being vulnerable and sharing that, and every word that was so important for many to hear. So thank you for sharing that in the space tonight. Know that we're all here for you, and we all love you, and we're just lifting each other up. Follow her at Prada Painting Poetry on IG. The word is right. Red or Green Book. She does so many amazing things. She's a Renaissance woman, and you do so many amazing things. I don't know what I'd do without you in my life. My life has changed so much in the last year. It's been almost a year since I joined this community. We're the anniversary of me joining the online poetry community is January 4th, which happens to be a Deadpan Dope Tuesday. So we're going to celebrate. And we are. Oh, yeah. We're going to celebrate. We'll make a poster for that. And I'm so grateful that I found Nuo, which led me to you and so many other people. And I can't wait to meet you in person. I do. I hope I get to meet you in person before July, but I can't wait in July. If that,
Yes, at least in July.
when our birthday month.
Our birthday month, yes.
Well, you're a Leo and I'm a Cancer, but we're both July birthdays. You and Generalissimo have the same birthday, right?
We have the exact same birthday. That's why he calls me his twin. He's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the space. Thank you for sharing and being vulnerable. I love you so much. Next up, we got Gigi and her puppy Winry. She is the author of Morning Flowers. I can't wait till I get to read the book. I'm so excited. It's a beautiful cover, beautiful book.
Thank you. My one of my closest friends, Cecilia, this is actually of like a really old vase in my house, and like they like came over to my house, and it was so funny for them like actually having to like take the photo, because like I have a huge bed in the center of my room, so I had to like push my bed all the way to the side as they like came over and were like taking photos, and it was quite a fun morning. All right, I have just like some cute, like, I don't know, sappy poems. Because my girlfriend was here for 4 days and then she left. So I just got like two ones. All right, so this one is called Monday Mornings. We find ourselves once again saying goodbye. It's always packed bags and never saying something heartfelt. I leave while you're at work, so it never feels real. No one wants to get emotional on a Monday morning. No one wants to realize that you'll head back to an empty apartment on a Monday morning. And no one wants to think about a 20-hour drive back home, scratch that, back here, wherever here is on a Monday morning. I love Mondays, but not this one. I want the distance to be closed, so we're closer. So maybe Monday mornings don't seem like a long tunnel of another week that I'm not here. I know the distance is temporary, and not seeing you is temporary, but if I've learned anything in this past goddamn year, our lives, our love, even if it lasts to the rest of our lives, it's still temporary. But that's okay. I'll endure the stillness of packed bags and Monday afternoons because of the Sundays I have with you. And then let's see. Actually, I'm going to read another one. This is just my favorite poem to read that I wrote recently. This one's called Gold Throat. I'm just obsessed with it. Also, I just realized my dog is sitting right behind me. Hi, Win. All right, Gold Throat. Where is talent? What if you're not always born with it? What if it's birthed from a womb that couldn't nurture it, from the bearing of rawness from the clenching of jaws? What if poetry is not something to create, but to capture, to hold it down and put it on a page to encapsulate it. I was told my poetry is not polished, it's rough, like hands of people who work. My poetry is one that unearths gravesides as I unbury relatives so you can see them. I've heard polished poetry is boring. I didn't have time to polish my grief in between the measurings of morphine doses for a father dying. I've only had the rawness of words, the beating of grief. I write poetry for those who know it doesn't get better, it gets different. And it's okay. If someone tells me there's a silver lining, I hope it's one made of wire so I can strangle you with it. A woman told me I'm a woman with gold in her throat, and I wonder if that's why I'm always choking on every fucking word and emotion. Did I ever have a list? Or maybe I just never learned to not speak in stanzas. I'm a woman with unrefined gold in her throat. I'm not polished. No, I'm accessible. For you to get the message that it's okay, that grief won't ever go away. It doesn't get better, it gets different. There's still company for the living. There's still gold to be found.
There's still gold to be found. I love that. I love both those poems so much.
Thank you.
And I'm so happy you have your partners that make you smile so big.
Yeah. Oh, it was so lovely. She's like, she hasn't been to Massachusetts in like over 5 years.
Oh,
And
wow.
so it was so nice for her to come out and see us.
Well, I'm glad she got to visit. I can't wait to meet her. All the
Yeah.
amazing things I've heard. I'm so excited to meet her. Anyway, find her at iron_resilience. Get her book, Morning Flowers. She is a brilliant artist, and I'm so lucky I get to call her my friend. And when it's safe to come to New York, we'll hang out.
Yes.
Yes,
I look
everyone in New
forward
York, please. Everyone in New York, please be around. Please be safe, but especially in New York City, please be safe. Wash your hands, wear a mask, get your booster shot, your vaccines, get all those good things. All right, I'm gonna read a poem now since we're an intimate group tonight. So probably like I just said, so almost a year ago, I joined the online poetry community and the in-person poetry community, and probably like I don't know, couple months before I started the New York Poets Cafe online open mic. I went on a open mic it wasn't a poetry organization, just a theater organization society I've known and been a part of for a few years, and wasn't a lot of us, and it was me and some other female artists. And I've been writing poetry for like 5 or 6 years. I only became a spoken word poet as of this year, but I've been writing poetry 5 or 6 years. And I read my poem, 2 poems, and they told me my poetry sucked, and it really hurt my feelings. They were like, "Is that all you have?" It wasn't very good. Really hurt my feelings because one, poetry. I don't judge poetry. I think because it's all subjective and all different and personal, usually very personal. It's how you're feeling the moment, or how you're choosing to write. Artistic license, about a certain prompt, because a lot of these open mics sometimes we get prompts, but artistic license, take the prompt however you want. So I wrote a poem the other day about that experience I have about being told I wasn't good enough, where I'm so glad I found Nuo and Words Right in these communities where I know I'm uplifted and I'm respected and people want me to continue to be a part and continue to share my art. So this is called The Game Changer. They say, is that all you got? Like they think sticks and stones can break my bones. Not this plant-based God's bod who is stronger than an ox. Their words will never harm this wordsmith, Renaissance woman, Jill of all trades. May their put-downs and I am better than you attitudes disintegrate into the waves far, far away from this crab and her blue blanket. No room to cuddle under it with the slimy eels that slither beneath. And then I'll share another piece. This is called Seasons of Love. The pocket watch ticking faster than my beating heart, melting into the denim in my 90s style jeans faster than a Dolly painting. I close my eyes as the Uber driver turns my stomach north, south, east, west towards Jerusalem. I reflect on simpler times, a decade where we were not slaves to our giant electronic pocket watches, where we were not obsessed with our friends at a brain tap's desire, when who shall not be named kept our tiny fingers turning pages, when the only matches we fantasized about were Quidditch or Emma waltzing down the steps to the ball with me and not that rotten pumpkin head Victor Crumb. Shall not mess with Hermione. The Beanie Mafioso will send out her goons to hack with his scores. Navigating another new normal, instead of putting blame on Omicron, we put our chicken fingers as the omnivores, eating their owns that we flex our SAG-induced biceps. Too much back and forth in less than 2 years. Double the minutes, moments so dear. How do you measure almost 2 years? In shortness of daylight, the cold winter cotton candy sunsets, in warm midnight walks from the holy sanctuary, in cups of golden milk, in inches, miles, and laughter strife, as the Q train races in 2 different directions. Who will win the marathon? Love. Seasons of Love. So those are my 2 pieces I'm going to share. Thank you. Yes, fuck the haters. Fuck people who say that, is that all I have?
Fuck those people.
Yeah,
Fuck those
yeah,
people.
I never went back. I could not believe I was actually told, is that all I got? And that my poetry, 2 quotes, sucked. Where, to be honest, some of the poetry I heard from those artists that night wasn't something I deeply connected to, but I of course respected what they put out there and never would say, I can keep thoughts in my head privately, but I would never say to anyone's face, your poetry sucks and you're not good enough as that I have, because all art matters. And I would never want anyone to feel like they aren't valued as an artist or a person. So, I hope those people never come into this space, and if they do, they treat everyone with respect and never attack anyone. So we can do a round 2. If anyone wants to perform again, drop your name in the chat and I'll add you to the list.
Lizzie, I think that unfortunately I have to turn in for the night. I'm getting up. I think I mentioned I'm getting up super early to go get tested on Staten Island.
Yes.
Because
Well.
I tried to find a place around here and it's just not happening. So like at least the place at the terminal, like I'm aware of that it's there and it's free.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, the Upper East Side, there's no testing sites. That's very peculiar. I do know one in Chelsea that's very fast if you want me to text you that information.
Yes. Okay. Yes. No, I think that you texted me about that. I completely forgot.
I'll resend it.
I'll scroll through. I'll look it up. But But thank you.
But go wherever you're comfortable. Have a good night. I'm so happy you were here with us. You're welcome anytime. I'll text you in a little while about where to take out the trash and the place in Chelsea to get a test. I don't think you'll have to wait longer than half an hour to get tested there.
That would
All
actually
right.
Zero.
so much
And have
better.
a happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Stay
Yes.
safe.
Happy, merry to everybody. And I'm sure I'll see you all soon.
Yes, we will. All right. Love you. Have a good
Love
night.
you all. Love you, Lizzie. Thanks. Night.
All right. All right. We'll do a quick round 2 and then I think we'll close out our evening. So Marissa, do you want to read another piece?
Okay.
Someone's playing the piano.
Oh my God, Stephen Blaine is coming in the room.
Stephen.
Yes.
Okay, maybe
Stephen Blaine
Stephen
is
will.
coming here.
Stephen
Stephen!
I missed you guys. Holy moly.
No, perfect timing. We're just doing round 2. So if you're ready and want to perform a song, I'd love for you to do that.
I would kill to perform a song.
Awesome. Perfect timing. I'm so happy you're here, Stephen. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. You mean now or you?
If you're ready.
Oh,
if you
I'm
need
always
more...
hey.
All right, then.
This is Ready Steve, I mean, this
I
is
love it. All right, whenever you're ready.
well, thanks. I'm not sure if you heard this one before. I hope I'm not. I'm just trying to get my holiday songs in before Christmas is over. I can't do it for another year, But this is another song of mine called "Sidewalks of New York." I hope we'll see if I did it. Well, it was bleak, and I was weary, feeling altogether blue. Almost Christmas, In Manhattan, there was I, and where were you? As I was eating Chinese takeout with a small white plastic fork, it felt like snow would soon be falling on the sidewalks of New York. Well, it was wretched to be strolling. Rain and hail were blowing round, but I had to keep on going to wherever I was bound. Through the traffic, past the subway, and some edgy city talk. Suddenly it started snowing on the sidewalks of New York. You've created apprehension, and it cuts me to the bone. Did you really have to mention you'd be quite alright alone? Did you mean it when you told me you loved me and me alone? Was that really your intention? Or were you just throwing me a bone? Well, the white flakes paint a portrait as I head on down the street. All the dogs are not complaining about the booties on their feet. As I turn my collar upwards, tires squander all their torque, while the snow, it starts to drifting along the sidewalks of New York. Oh, as the city was aglow, there never was a better show. As the heavens blew the snow along the sidewalks of New York. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you. Who's that pretty little girl hanging out with you, Marissa?
So I have lots of little pretty girls. So there's Liz. Liz is here. This is my friend Liz, everyone.
Oh, that's okay.
This is Liz. And
Liz
then
is a grown-up girl, though. There's a little girl.
And it's Ava.
And then my daughters, Eva and Isabella.
Well, hello there, beautiful, beautiful young lady.
Isa's the youngest. She's the most shy. You won't see her face. She will like
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's terrified.
everything's
Aw.
a disaster right now with books and Christmas. But yeah,
Mm.
mute yourself because there's an echo.
Aw, I'm glad the girls are here.
There
And
she is. There's Isa. Isa went and ran around the corner.
And then welcome, Liz. Deadpan Lizzie here. Happy to have you with us.
She's trying to creep out the frame, and I'm like moving it way over for her. I'm like, Liz, you got to come here, Stephen Blaine. He's here, and yes, you have to use both his names, Stephen and Blaine together.
You're my chin mask.
He's amazing.
Why is your hair so oily?
She's like, he's so good. I'm like, yes, you don't even know. I'm gonna get her to come to New York with me and be my person in New York.
I would
Be her
love
daughter.
to take you for a cup of coffee. You come.
Yes, let's go. Oh my gosh, I would love to.
That
Wait,
offers
Steven-
good. That offers good for any of you, by the way. You know?
Wait, Stephen, where in New York do you live?
I'm on the Upper West
Ah,
Side.
you're not going.
Oh, I
yet.
didn't know that. I live on the Upper East Side.
Wow, you're right over there.
Well, not literally. Actually,
No.
Mira's literally babysitting my apartment right now. But I live on 81st in New York. I'm not going to give the
Oh.
number out, but I live on 81st.
No, I
in New York.
understand. I understand. Well, you're directly. I'm on 78th. Riverside.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm over there a lot. One of my real estate partners, and I do showings on the Upper
Oh,
West Side
you're
of
a
town.
broker?
Well,
What's your who do you work for?
I work with Bond, New York.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, where can the people
Well,
find you online?
if we ever want to sell our apartments, we'll give you a call. We're not
I'm
selling. We're not selling.
That's okay, but if you know anyone else selling or buying or
Yeah.
renting or
Yeah, sure.
commercial, let me know. But that song was amazing. I'm a native New Yorker. Your music is always so lovely, and I'm so happy you came in perfect timing as we were putting the round two list together. Where
Thank you.
can the people find you online?
Well, I'll put a link. I actually have a gig at Shrine on Thursday,
Okay.
unless they cancel it. You know, I mean, I got canceled
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
stuff is
stay
getting
safe,
canceled.
everyone. Stay safe. It's the
It's pretty bad.
variant is blowing in hard.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Well, drop the link in the chat. I'm
Will
so
do.
happy you're here.
Thanks for
And
having
yeah,
me.
I'm so glad you're my neighbor. I'm so glad you just live across the park from me.
Yeah, it's great.
I go running over at Riverside Park all the time.
Do you?
Yeah,
Cool.
all the time. So, all right. Well, thank you, Stephen, for being here. I'm so happy you blessed us with your music as always. And we'll go back to Marissa Nash can read another poem for us while she sips on a martini.
No. I'm good to read another poem. This is Welcome to My Life. Liz is here for me to help me cope with that. So yeah. Here we go. Good God Almighty. So Stephen put me in such a happy mood that I had to read a happy poem, which y'all know I don't have a lot of those. So here we go. But still, this is one of my favorite poems. I wrote this for a Nuyorican, one of the Nuyorican prompts this year. It's titled Wildlife Love. Hold on, let me yell real quick. All right. This is real parenting in poetry, y'all. Like, all right. Here we go. Wildlife love. Y'all don't have kids. Don't have hormone monsters and kids. Just don't do it. All right. Here we go. Wildlife love. To break away from this shell, to crawl from the womb. First smell of family. First breath cold and wet and novice. To stand within minutes of breathing for the first time. To fall and find flight. To cry out my first sound. First touch. First taste. Feeling of safety when welcomed by our family. The first eyes I set upon you, I knew I loved you in the most wild way. You were the shell I cracked through, my future feathers, my nest I left behind, my untethered flight. You were the first breath in my nose, wobbly stilt legs, ready to run to safety. First cresting breath out of the water, blowhole gliding survival pushed up by my pod. You were the first nuzzle by my mother, first swallow of warm milk and nights spent sleeping beneath grass. First swim from my spawn in the cold current I would eventually return to make life before I die. You were there as I opened my eyes, licked my fur, warmed my body as I climbed over my brothers and sisters. First scratches of my claws pounce on pretend prey, first taste of blood and meat, first taste of victory. I knew the wild way in which I loved you. For you are the day and the night, the darkness and light, the times I ran for cover and frolicked in the rain, every triumph and failure. For when I fell for you, you fell for me, but together we are unbreakable, so we just bounce. Glide like golden eagles, snatching fish from the safety of water, clutching survival in talons. We run circles around our destiny, praying we get to write ourselves into reality, into love, into friendship, into success, into changing this world, into peace, into the wild love. We love life as much as we love one another. For when my body eventually returns to the earth, it will allow others to thrive, and our love, our wild love will never die. Thank you.
Oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing. I remember when you read that on New. I loved it more this time around. Hormone
It's been
Monsters.
a while. It's been like 6 months since I read that poem.
I know, it's always, I love going back and seeing, especially while I'm putting my book together, poetry like from 5 or 6 years ago, and now and seeing how much I've grown and how much I've changed. I was barely out of the closet 6 years ago, and when I came out, I identified as bi.
Yeah.
Bisexuality is beautiful, but I knew I really wasn't bi, and then eventually realized I was just gay. But all sexuality is beautiful. But it's certainly been a journey, and with my poetry. But thank you for sharing that.
It'll be in my book coming out next year.
What's the title? Oh, that's awesome. What's the title of that book?
So I can't talk about it yet, only because it is what I'm doing for my book next year. I have never seen done. I've heard of it be done, but I've never seen it done. And so I'm not making any public announcements on it yet until it's done. And then we have the soft launch for it. But if you want to know, like, not publicly, then just DM me and I'll let you know.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations on that.
Thanks.
I'm almost finished with my second book. I have 15 more pages before I have to start book number 3 of poetry.
We should do a Word is Right anthology because we have so many incredible poets now. And I will tell you that all of the poets who launch through Red or Green Books, we're going to do an annual anthology. So you can submit to it if you want, whether you're part of the original 10 or not, any of the poets who we publish. So right now I'm working on a couple poets books who have already published. They're just going to be launching on their own, but they could still put a poem in the anthology, and we'll go volume 1 to, like Encyclopedia Britannica,
Yeah.
if you will. And I would love to do the spines, like do the first year red, the second year orange. Like I would love to do it like rainbow colors, and then maybe like piano keys or something fun. So you've got to collect the whole spectrum of books to have all of it.
I love that, like a whole Crayola box of poetry.
Yeah.
There's a poem. Let me write that note for myself. This is what happens. I say stuff and I make my own prompts. And then I write like 8. Wait, Crayola. Oh, no, I actually have to write it down, or I'll bang out like 8 poems a day. Sometimes between showings, it just happens. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so excited for all that. I would totally submit for a Word is Right anthology, and we have me and you doing the LGBTQ plus anthology next year. Touching Tongues anthology is coming out, the next 10 and the first 10, and you're gonna put, there's so many more anthologies.
I will totally send you a copy of the women's erotic anthology.
Or he can buy one for me across the park.
I would be honored to
Yes, it's sexy. I love it. And
Yeah.
so I just messaged Stephen. I was like, well, I'm here with a bunch of New York poets. So where's Stephen Blaine? I think we need some love. We need some like piano love tonight.
Steven, if you want to buy a copy of the anthology, let me know. And when I get back to New York City, I can personally drop it off for you. I just got my next round
Personal
of
delivery.
books.
Wow. Sure.
All right.
Sounds great.
Well, let me know. I'll make a note and I'll send you a message on
Please do.
Facebook, I think.
Please do.
And awesome. Yeah, so many exciting things coming through. Word is Right, Red or Green Books, Marissa Prada. I don't know what to do without Marissa Prada. She is such a blessing in my life.
No, you've been fine so far in your life.
No, my life was a little messy before I joined the New York Poets Cafe. And then that started making me feel much more grounded as a person, and just the continuing support of the different circles we have in our community. So thank you.
So,
All right.
Stephen, I hope you come back for New Year's Eve. We're going to do a New Year's Eve party here. I mean, it won't be the same Zoom link, but Deadpan and Mark Thompson are going to do the Eastern Standard Time. And oh my God, can you imagine Stephen Blaine playing in the background as the ball drops?
Yeah, we'll do it all.
I could wear a tux. I could wear a tux and a fedora or something.
Yes. Well, see, then you can stay as long as you want, because it's then we got Central Standard Time, then I'm calling Mountain Standard Time, then we got Pacific Standard. So I got 4 bottles of champagne to make sure, like, you know, we stay fully hydrated during the event.
Wow.
Yeah. I gotta buy some apple. I don't drink. I'll buy some of that sparkling apple juice.
There you go. Well, yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, but awesome. I love a poem. So many amazing things coming up on this platform, Red or Green Books. Check it all out. Just, I don't know if Marissa has a link tree or something, but just check it all out.
No, I don't have a link tree, but I am doing Instagram Thursday, Wednesdays with Ain't Right Tribe, and Thursday, Friday I do Instagram. So every Thursday, Friday late morning you'll find me. Word is Right on IG.
Awesome. I know I eventually will be in front of Amsterdam Billiards so that we can do it live.
Oh my God, Lizzie! I want to go to Amsterdam Billiards so much. You don't even know. Steven does.
I know. I drop it. I just like to tease you. I know. It's just we'll get you here before July. We'll do it. I can't wait till July to not hug you.
I know.
I don't think it's possible.
But yeah, so Steven, I used to play pool professionally, and so Amsterdam Billiards is on my
Really? How cool is that?
Like billiards, pocket billiards.
No, I get it. I know the game. So you used to be a professional? What do you mean you used to be? You're still a professional.
Yeah, no, because I'm not making money at it right now.
Well, you just don't play at the moment, but you're still
There's no tournaments. There's no tournaments. I mean, there's like Moscone Cup. They got no fucking women on Moscone Cup.
Are you going to go back to that when COVID moves on?
So it's like I would love to bring back the WPBA, the Women's Pro Billiard Association. I would love to bring that back in some sort of way, because we were the most successful of all the professional billiard organizations. You know, we didn't steal, right? But I would love to have some sort of thing for that. It's really hard because there's been a lot of promises over the last 10, 20 years made to the billiard community, and you know.
Someone needs to be the organizer. Someone needs to be the organizer. I mean, they're looking for content left and right.
Not even organizing. I mean, like they need like money managers, because you had road players coming off of the road, who came out to play 6-figure tournaments. I mean, I don't even know how much money.
I'm just saying you could be creative and just pitch it to Netflix or something. You know, they're all hungry for anything. You know, they're buying everything right now.
I'll write a billiards screenplay.
Yeah,
we
there you
should
go.
we
There you
could
go.
so yes, we could do billiards, but as far as well, okay, so at least one of the books that I published this year has got picked up for the screenplay has been picked up, but we don't have funding for, and that is a super incredible important fucking film to make. But yes, billiards, I mean, women billiards always was hot. It still is fucking hot. The problem is there's so many of them that come from outside the states, and it won't work now because of COVID, at least not right now because of COVID. And but yeah, I mean, women's billiards was amazing. You back to 10, 15, 20 years ago, women's billiards, it was as hot as anything you see in the sports industry. It was the time.
I would watch that on Netflix.
Jeanette Leah's terminal cancer.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
The Black Widow, yeah. Maybe they should do something, because she was a huge part of why women's billiards moved forward the way it did.
Well, I mean, I'm just thinking, I was just thinking, just watching you and, just watching matches every week. I mean, it's endless. I mean, that's all. People are stupid. They would love to just watch a match a week on Hulu,
I would watch it.
I did live stream. I was playing pool and I live streamed it from the pool room I was in, like 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I live streamed I was just playing pool on a table, and I live streamed it on Instagram. And
that's true. You don't even need the networks.
I remember that.
You don't even need the networks. You could just throw a YouTube channel up there, and if you get enough subscribers, you're an influencer.
But if you do sell it to a Netflix or Hulu, I won't be a producer on it.
Yeah.
There's a lot more. I'm very rusty. I've been out of the game for a hot minute. I mean, there's more players who could do more stuff, but I'm thinking like Netflix could, with Jeanette Lee being sick like she is, and that is the worst, like fucking.
Well, you guys, Lizzie and Marissa, and anybody else, get it together and pitch it to these networks, man. They're
Netflix is here in Albuquerque.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, there's studios right here. They took over Albuquerque Studios.
I mean, there's even software that writes screenplays today. I mean, I'm telling you, it's mindless. It's completely mindless.
Is the worst. It's the bane of my existence. I've written 2. I will not do it again.
All right. Well, we will sidebar about that later. But that's awesome. I think that all sounds. The only reason I tease about that is because I live on the Upper East Side, but my office is brokerage is like 3 blocks from Amsterdam Billiards, and I walk past it just like all the time going to work. So I'm always like, look,
She takes pictures of Amsterdam Billiards and sends it.
I'm not mean. I'm just a tease. I'm a tease. Everyone knows I'm a tease. I'm proud. I'm gonna write a poem about that too. See, this is what I have to do. I write it down.
All you need is a tease across the shirt. Deadpan tease.
Deadpan tease.
Shit, you could get a whole like brush line, like hair product line and shit to go into the beanies. Yes.
All right, we'll talk about it.
I'll co-sign that. I'm a cosmetologist.
We'll talk about that. Gigi.
That's what I do when I'm not reading poetry.
We have the genesis of a new company here in this group.
Well, Deadpan Apparel is going to have a lot of stuff, so that can be a part of Deadpan Apparel. Because Gigi is a licensed hairstylist and barber. Yeah. If you're in Massachusetts and you want a haircut, go get one. Look at her hair; it's so cool. Her hair is so cool. Why wouldn't you want it?
She's too cool for any of us. My God.
Gigi's cooler than everyone. Let's just be honest. Gigi's just cool.
I promise I'm not that cool. I just have a collection of really cool stories, and I just have to keep meeting new people so I can just use the same stories over and over again.
She's just cool, and she's being modest. She is. Gigi, by the way, do you want to read again?
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
I'll read again. All right, I got since Stephen had showed us such a happy poem, I also have a lighter-hearted poem. By the way, Stephen, I feel like I just saw you like for the very first time a few weeks ago, and I keep seeing you now, and I'm so happy because I absolutely love your work, and I've just been like, where has this guy been hiding?
I
So,
haven't. I just discovered that these open mics on Facebook. I'm like thrilled,
oh,
because
okay,
I had
good.
no outlet, for
Okay, good.
so
So,
many
like,
years,
I'm
Yeah.
glad that I saw you in the start because, like, as soon
Yeah.
as I had heard you, I was just like, where the hell is this man been? Like, I love his work.
I
All
don't
right,
know where I've been. I mean,
me neither.
I've been
Time,
struggling. I've been struggling in
who knows?
in real venues, and it's terrible.
All right, I'm gonna read a chipper poem also, by the way. Hi, Brian. Hello, Generalissimo. I'm glad you're here. All right. So this one's called Long Wednesday Showers, and it's just kind of like, for the new year. What if a clean start wasn't embedded in mileage for how far you could run from a hollowed out hometown? What if a new start was not one that's always coded in new names? What if it's as simple as the washing of bed sheets, the cleaning of mirrors, a little salt over your shoulder, and the blocking of a number? What if a clean slate was not one we asked of ourselves, but one we decided to give ourselves when we look in the mirror? What if asking for a clean slate from others was just the same cycle of validation from people who don't know us entirely, don't know us beneath our skin down to the fracturing of our bones? What if we didn't need a grand gesture for a clean slate? What if it happened in the shower, beneath the murmurings of a self prayer, not one on midnight of New Year's Eve or on random Mondays when we finally start to forgive ourselves for being human and being just that? I wonder how long it would take in the shower to scrub all the sins of our skin and to have a clean slate on a Wednesday. Maybe it will be the start of us being gentle with ourselves, and it starts on a random day. I'd like to find out. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. It's always awesome.
My sister's in the background snapping. I have a wonderful
Does she want to say
sister.
hi?
Cassie, you can just yell. That's my wonderful sister. Her name is Cassie, and we're enjoying this wonderful open mic because it is a happy Yule, everyone, for all of my pagan folks. I'm not pagan, my sister is, and so we have cake. By the way, there's cheesecake. The cheesecake is for Yule in the fridge. Happy Yule. I love you. Have some cheesecake.
Well,
I'm only about 2 or 3 hours away from Worcester, so I can just drive in to get some cheesecake.
Generalissima, I would love to message you after because I was at the Dirty Jaren last night and they were talking about features, and I literally was thinking about you and Tula, and I was just like, it would be great if y'all came down sometime. So I would love to talk to you after about that. But yes, come to Worcester. We'll save some cheesecake for you.
I've done them online, so yeah.
Awesome. All right, you guys will connect on the interwebs about that. Thank you, Gigi. Happy Yule, happy winter solstice. It's Capricorn season, so it's my opposite because I'm a Cancer, so I'm just gonna say Capricorn season. If you're happy about that, like my ex-girlfriend, okay, you can be happy about that. Also, my dad I think I told Gigi this, my dad is like the master of making Italian cheesecake. So when you guys, I'll either ship some, or when you guys are in New York, you can have some. He doesn't make New York style cheesecake, but Italian cheesecake with impastata ricotta, as he likes to say. So, Christy, are you gonna read again?
Sure.
Great.
Okay. This was written for the Gemini full moon. The full moon of me, the wholeness of the round of me, and this circle has become of me, and the pearlescent power of your luminous hallowed hue. The hue of you and the view of you calls my body towards you in an ancient blurry way of memories faded, and many, many moons ago, the moons ago that underneath your glow was a different me, and the same me in a different land, in a faraway place that sits inside, subterranean, subconscious of the beam of the beauty that lies inside of your glow, inside of your fullness, inside our connection, through the much of time and of space and of portals, of other times we have known and other ways we have lived. Full Mother Moon, I call upon you tonight to shine down your hue and share us with that light, with that glow, and with that sparkle and the blessing of you. We want you to know we cherish you too. We offer our blessings and offer our vows. We offer these thanks and bow beneath your light. Happy fullness to you, and to you a good night. Thank you.
Oh, that was awesome. The Gemini full moon. Beautiful. Is that your sign, Gemini?
It is my moon sign.
Okay. What's your sun and your moon and your rising?
Pisces, Gemini moon, and then Leo rising.
Oh, okay. I have a lot of Leo in my chart. I'm supposed to be a Leo, but I'm July 4th, so I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer sun, Aries moon, and Sag rising. Got a lot of fire for water sign, but I love Pisces. I love my water signs. Even love some Scorpios. So I do, but I love a Gemini moon. I do. I like Geminis. I know I'm not supposed to like Geminis, but I love Geminis.
I don't
They're
know.
really good kissers.
Yeah, and I feel like Geminis, get a bad rap. Like, I think sometimes they can see both sides of a situation, instead of being two-sided.
Yeah, split personality. Yeah.
But yeah, it just depends. Depends on the person.
Also, Geminis are really good kissers. I'm just saying they are.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Well,
in
good
my
to know.
experience. Anu, thank you so much, Christy. It's
Thank
the
you.
Poetry Alchemist.
Yes, the Poetry Alchemist on Instagram.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here. Beanie
So much
blessings.
fun.
So happy. All right, up next we have the fabulous Generalissimo Brian Franco.
So I was thinking about my trip in August to New York City, and this is what I wrote after taking a little walk in the rain. So this is actually happened. This poem happened during the walk, and I also read most of it into my phone during the walk, which I write about in the poem. So, called "Walking on the Edge of a Hurricane," because a hurricane was supposed to be a lot worse rain. It was supposed to be like a real hurricane hitting New York City, but it really wasn't. Walking on the edge of a hurricane. I bore witness to a homeless family of homing pigeons dining on cigarette butts and other detritus deposited by humans into a rectangle of dirt where a sickly tree resided amongst sidewalk on Avenue A between 5th and 6th. It has been over 26 years since I had traversed that stretch of street. As I approached the corner of 6th, I noticed a place called Laura's with blacked out windows and wondered if it was a gay bar. Is it still necessary to black out windows of gay bars in 2021? The little man made of light bulbs on the walk don't walk sign was white, signaling me it was okay, it was safe to cross across the painted parallel lines of the crosswalk. I noticed all the new places that weren't there before. I tried to figure which places were where my old haunts were. Nondescript, bare bones Polish diner with perfect pierogies I had to step down a half a flight of stairs to enter was missing. The Sidewalk Cafe with the multi-genre Sunday open mic was nowhere to be found on that stretch of Avenue A before Tompkins Square Park. The second floor restaurant, 7A, with the pockmarked antique oak bar and exposed brick walls, had the words Pilates Studio painted in pink cursive on the picture window overlooking Avenue A in Tompkins Square Park. At the corner of St. Mark's Place, there is a Starbucks where stingy Lulus used to be, where waitresses who served the burgers were waiters dressed in drag. An iconic eatery that defined the spirit of the East Village is now a coffee shop that encompasses conformity. I had to guess if a new jazz joint had housed Shanae, where Jeff Buckley, Amy Correa, and Matthew Sweet got their starts playing for tips. Which space was Cafe 9, the coffee house designed by a Broadway set designer where each chair was a skyscraper, brownstone, or city building? There is nothing left from my old life anymore. The rain is falling hard. I hold an umbrella close to the top of my head while I carry a cloth Walmart shopping bag with knishes from Yona Schimmel on Houston Street and an assortment of Hamantaschen and a black and white cookie from Russ and Daughters. Katz's Deli, I had a stack of thinly sliced tongue with a side of coleslaw. The waitress brought me a free plate of pickled green tomatoes and half sours and said, I only supposed to bring this with sandwiches, but you look like a nice boy, a 55-year-old nice boy. Rain, which is the rain from the edge of a hurricane, is dropping harder and harder. I duck under a pandemic tent outside a closed bar to recite this poem into my phone. There was a sign across the street shaped like a 3D hot dog with the words "Eat Me" written on it. I am only 2.5 blocks from my hotel. The raindrops sound more urgent than before. There are so many umbrellas everywhere. Thank you.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. I remember when you wrote that poem and you came and we all met for the first time and you spit at Nuo. I remember that rainy day too. And my grandmother.
Go on. Your
No,
grandmother?
what were you gonna say?
I say I also read it with Reese, with Rusty and Therese on the ferry to Fire Island when Therese's granddaughter was gonna perform on Fire Island. So that was good.
That's awesome. My favorite line in that was Russ and Daughters, because I was there the other day. It's my grandmother's favorite place, and I picked up some Gaspé Nova for her. She grew up on Grand Street, which is not far from Russ and Daughters. So I love that line. Well, thank you for blessing us with your words and for being here, Brian.
Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure to have you. All right, our final performer of the evening. We're gonna go back to Stephen Blaine. He's gonna play another song for us.
You just got me hungry. You know, thanks for taking me to Katz's and Russ and Daughters. So how about we close out with a traditional Christmas song? Is that like against the rules? Okay, cool. I think this is one of the most beautiful songs. Yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide bright. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together if the fates allow. A shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now, a merry little Christmas now. Ooh, ooh.
Absolutely beautiful.
That was
That's
so
one of my
wonderful, Stephen.
Thank you, thank you. I love that song.
Okay.
You can
Me
hear me
too.
singing it in Central Park
Oh,
by the
yeah.
Oh, I
by
would
the
totally
pond.
go to Central. I would totally go to Central Park. It's one of my favorite movies, Meet Me in St. Louis. One of my favorite songs. I think
Oh.
Christmas and holiday music should be all year long. I love it.
It's, that's a great song. That and the Christmas and the Mel Torme song are my favorite
Yes,
Christmas songs.
absolutely beautiful. Thank you for
Well,
taking us.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everybody.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So before we close out tonight, something I'm gonna start to do. Thank you, Stephen. It's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. Something I'm gonna start to do is like we do at No, we do the Good Night Sweet Poet poem. With Advocate's blessing, I have created my own poem that I will read it tonight, and then every other week when we do this mic, I will choose another artist to close us out. So I wrote this the other day. I just gotta find it. It's called Beanie Blessings, as we say. And then we'll close our time out here together. So thank you everyone who came out tonight, performed, watched on Facebook. We do this every other Tuesday, and it's been a pleasure. And I'm so excited to see everyone in a couple of weeks. And happy holidays. This is called Beanie Blessings. We close out our time together, staring up at the same sky. Whether the sun kisses down on your face, the cotton candy clouds begin to swirl in the early evening. The crescent moon fades in as the constellations begin to dance throughout the night sky. We all look up at the same sky. Thank you for blessing the sky, soil beneath our feet, and our family with your presence and art. Thank you for taking the time to create. Thank you for holding space. May you sneeze out poems in dreamland. May we always have beanies to keep us warm and stylish. This has been the Deadpan Dope Tuesday open mic with The Word is Right, hosted by me, Deadpan Lizzie, the Beanie God. On behalf of our community, I bid you adieu until next time. Happy holidays. Everyone stay safe. Beanie blessings.
Yes, Deadpan. Woo! Yes.
I love
Deadpan.
that, Lizzie. That was great.
Love it.
Thank you. Have a beautiful night, everyone.
Really, really cool.
Good
Good
night,
night,
everyone.
everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Happy holidays and a
Happy
happy new
holidays.
year.
Happy
If I don't see
holidays.
anyone,
Happy winter
stay
solstice.
safe. Wear
Good
your
night, everyone.
masks.
Yeah. Night.
Marissa?